second nature. All is automatic.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Tampa. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Brady. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now a play fake. Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. 30. Past the 20. Woo! And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Make it happen. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Tyler Bass.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
35-yard line.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of
that was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 11. From the gun, it's Brady. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And oh, look at the catch by Gronkowski. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, Brady airing this one out for Evans. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Gain of 10.
Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
He was brought down by Carlson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On the play. And it's 3rd.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them, because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Bills' 44-yard line.
Wait, Eddie! Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Operating from the gun. Brady going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Allen. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. There he goes left side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen going deep for Diggs. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Pass complete.
Stephon Diggs, 68 yards, and the Bills have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
A loss of 9.
A big loss there of 9 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Buccaneers.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Taken down at the 40.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Fournette on the counter. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Brady. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted by the
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills will extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bills 21, Buccaneers 7. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Brady's throw there complete, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Bills 21, Buccaneers 14. Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Screen pass to Connor. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Allen off the play fake. Flushed out right. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now we're signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
To Dawson Knox.
Dawson Knox in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brain. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 47 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You got, and Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
20-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now they try the right side here. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
On the carry.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Check 26, check 26.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He made, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic, 3rd and long after that last sack. Looking downfield for Godwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively.
19! I don't think you got it, son. Check 43. Hey,
Right back to him on first down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
He's across midfield.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I'm coming.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Bills.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Now a handoff here to his running back. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go, D.
And again this time to the tailback. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Carl Lawson.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. And Myers able to knock it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he finds Howard complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
49's the mark. Let's go, team.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 from the 44.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Hey, these babies cry all the way back home.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Carried by number 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Draw play to the right.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with counter. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. Myers' kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he returns this to the 22. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Reload.
From the gun, it's Brady. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. He's going to let it fly. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brady, normally being a big-bodied receiver, plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, look at the juke. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
He was tackled.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady forced out to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
Today's final.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they...